I think that international dating agencies, a lot of them may be a scam, or a lot of the women in these who participate in these agencies may be scamming men. And now, I'm all for men dating women from other countries. I don't see anything wrong with that at all. I mean, people who complain, people who criticize men for dating women from other countries, I think are hypocritical, because if an American if an American marries a Canadian, if an American has sex with a Canadian, is there something wrong with that? How about, or is there something wrong if a British person comes to New York City and gets laid? Is there something wrong with that? If what's his name? There's a British actor who got arrested in Los Angeles for picking up a prostitute named Divine Brown. I can't remember the actor's name. Hugh Grant. I mean, is that any worse? Is that worse than Hugh Grant getting caught with a prostitute in London or England or wherever? It's pretty much the same thing. It's the same thing. So, is there something wrong when in World War II, when they were war brides who were coming over from England or Europe to marry men in Canada or men in the United States? Was there something wrong with that? So, if it's okay for an American to marry a Canadian, then why is it wrong for an American to marry a Filipino, or wrong for a British person to marry a Ukrainian? So that's why I don't see anything wrong with men dating, marrying, or whatever, sleeping with women from other countries. I don't see a problem. But these dating agencies, I think, are just an unnecessary ripoff, because, first of all, if you're dealing on these dating sites, they have men paying money to talk to women on the internet. And I mean, if you're talking to somebody on the internet, you don't know who you're talking to. It could be some man typing answers in there. They just put a picture of a girl. They have a picture of a girl, but then they have a man who's really doing the answering. The girl may not, or the girl may not even exist, for one thing, and you have to pay money to talk to them. Then when men go on these so-called romance tours, then they're paying all this extra money on top of the plane ticket. They pay for the plane ticket. Then they have these guys. Then maybe they're paying them to set them up in a hotel, paying for translators, paying to be driven around in a bus. I mean, a man could do the same thing. He could just get a plane ticket, buy a plane ticket, fly down to the country, get himself a hotel, get on public transit, or get himself a driver, and go around to wherever he wants. And as far as meeting women goes, if women are eager to meet, if there are these women who are eager to meet, let's say Western men from the United States or North America or Western Europe or wherever, these women are going to be around. They're going to be around town. They're going to be walking around. They'll be going to bars. I saw this documentary where these men from the United States in different countries were going to Ukraine, and they were at a bar, or a club or something, where they were there to meet women. So I'm thinking, well, why can't they just go to a bar or a club by themselves on their own without the agency? What do they need an agency for to take them to a nightclub? They could just walk into a nightclub, and go to the country and go to a nightclub and meet women. Because if there are women who are eager to meet American men, or whichever men from whichever country, then as soon as they realize, when they meet an American man in a nightclub or on the street or wherever, in a bar or through a friend or whatever, they should be happy to meet that man. So the men, I don't think they need this whole dating agency thing. I don't think they need to spend all that extra money on a dating agency. And these dating agencies are supposedly supposed to screen out women who are scammers and so on, or women who are, let's say, working ladies. But if they're not going to do that, I mean, what's the point? So I think it's just a waste of money. I don't think it's necessary, all these dating agencies. I think they're just taking money from these guys, taking extra money from them and basically just selling them a dream, when these guys could just go to the country themselves and just meet the women. I mean, they could hire their own translators, get their own hotels, get their own transportation, probably for less money than what the agency is charging them.